Now, in this developing story, 4 employees of retail store Shoprite have emerged from the store under police guard at the Nyanga Junction shopping centre on the Cape Flats, where a robbery is currently in progress. Now, members of the police's Special Forces unit are moving in and out of the building where suspects are still hiding, and a security guard was shot and wounded this morning. Earlier, officers were seen putting a person in a police van before driving away. And for more on this story, we now cross live to Mariska Porter, who is standing by. A very good afternoon to you, Mariska. Thank you so much for joining us. What can you tell us at this point?
Good afternoon to you. Yes, we're still at Nyanga Junction, which is right next to Manenberg here on the Cape Flats, and that hostage situation is very much still in progress. We just received word from the police about 10 minutes ago that there are indeed 9 people still inside, of which 5 are definite employees that are being held as hostages, and the other 4 people are suspects. As you said, there are specialized units on the scene. We know that there's a negotiator on the scene, and for the last hour or so we haven't seen movement outside the building yet, but we do know that the situation is still very tense and it's still going on inside that building. Of course, as I said, 5 people are definite hostages still inside, 4 others are suspects. We spoke a little bit earlier to the security company that were first on the scene. They said they received a call just after 6 a.m. this morning, alerting them to something is going on inside the building. Of course, their armed response team arrived here first on the scene, and they said when they arrived, they actually saw the robbery in progress. And shortly after, they alerted the police, and they said that the police responded very, very quickly. And of course, then within a few hours, there were specialized units on the scene operating from here. We saw the people from the special ops unit moving inside the building with rifles and shields in front of them. And then around about 1 o'clock, we now have it confirmed from the police that 3 people who are employees were released from the building. They were not necessarily in immediate danger, but they were brought out of the building. And right now we're still waiting to see what happens. 5 people are confirmed as hostages inside, and 4 others are suspects in this armed robbery that seems to have gone wrong for the robbers. We don't know what they came for. We don't know if they were targeting the SASSA grants or if they were targeting the retail store that is inside, but we do know that payments happen inside the retail store. And of course, we heard from people, local people here, who said they had to turn around and they could not get their grant money because of what was going on in the area. And of course, the armed response team, the security team that works in the area, told us that this is a very high-risk area, and they respond to calls almost daily. And of course, here at Nyanga Junction, there was another retailer here before. They pulled out, and now the current retailer has been hit this month, and people telling us it is a very dangerous area. But we're waiting for police to give us more information. But right now we have it confirmed: 5 people are hostages being held inside against their will, and 4 others are suspects.
Well, Mariska, apparently a negotiator was seen going into the building. Were you able to establish who that is and where he's from?
Of course, the police do not want to give us all their information. You can understand it's a very tense situation. They can only communicate to us what has been confirmed, but we do understand that the person is inside trying to negotiate. We saw people in various outfits going in and out of the building. We're not sure exactly what it is they do. We saw men in brown uniforms with very big rifles moving into the scene. We also later saw a man in a bulletproof vest with a blue shirt on. We don't know if he was the negotiator, but we do know that there is communication. We don't know how successful it is, whether it is assisting in any way, but we do know that the police has surrounded the area. On the other side of the building there is a railway line, and that side too has been cordoned off. So from what we can gather, there is no way out for the suspects inside, and we're waiting to see what will happen.
All right, Mariska, we'll certainly be in touch with you again a little later on as the story develops. That was reporter Mariska Porter speaking to us live from the Shoprite at Nyanga Junction on the Cape Flats, wherein a robbery is still in progress. And do stay with SABC News as we'll give you more details as this story unfolds. Well, News Today takes a break now, and I'll be back with more sports news after the break. Do stay with us.